All right, a company sent me another plasma cutter to review, so let's get the camera down and get into it, right? It's going to be a good one. Okay, as you can see, this one is the STC650P. It runs on 110 or 220. Pilot Arc plasma cutter. The one I just reviewed, the last plasma cutter I reviewed was the top one, the 550. They sent me their 650 as well. So let's get this box open and get into it. Okay, hopefully you can see this. I was trying to get it to where there was no glare on the screen. But just like all the rest of them, over here you got your post flow or post time. That's 3 to 15. And let's see, where's it at? Right here. Your pilot arc is 3 to 15 also. And over here, this is your amps. Of course, it's only going to go to 40, not 140, but 40, because I only got it plugged into 110. Now, I got it plugged into 110, but the other video of this is the 650, the 550, I tried using it on 110 and it wouldn't work. It kicked the breaker. So, but it will come on enough to show you all the features of it. So when I go over there to cut, I have to switch it over to 220. But anyway, and that's why it don't go no higher than 40, because it's only on 110. Now, if it was on 220, it would go to 65. This was a 65 amp. Same as the other ones. It's on cut, or you push air. You can adjust the air pressure without having to do that. Put it on air, but that gives you an accurate reading. So when you set it, if you just set it by here without using the airflow, when you go over there to cut with it, when you pull the trigger, the air pressure here is going to go down. So that's why you set it like that, and then push that back in to lock it in. And of course, like I said, this is air and cut, 2T, 4T. For those of you that don't know, 2T, you pull the trigger in to cut. The pilot arc will start, and then you start cutting, and you let off the trigger to stop cutting. 4T, you pull the trigger in to start the pilot arc, and then you start cutting. You can let go of the trigger, do your cut, but then you got to pull the trigger in again for it to stop. So and here's your pilot arc and your post time. I just explained that, 3 to 15 on both. And this one also has the plate. You see it set a picture of a plate right there, and it says plate, mesh, and a picture of mesh. That's for expanded metal. I like the ones that has that feature. That's pretty cool. And of course, your standard hookups for, let's see, wait a minute. Your standard hookups for your torch lead and everything. This is the air. This is the pilot arc, and that's the switch, and this is your ground. Let's go cut with it. Oh, wait. Almost forgot again. Come with the hose. Some consumables. They all do. And of course, it's all been up, messed up, but it also comes with the owner's manual. And obviously it comes with the torch and the ground clamp. So let's go cut. See how it works. little thicker. All right, let's try it again. I got the machine turned up to 45 amps. All right, let's try a little crazy cut. One more time. I'll show you how thick this is in just a minute. Maybe it'll focus. It does have a little bit of dross on it, but could be the way I have it set up. Who knows? Let's move this over here out of the way and let's see how easy it is to get it off. Chipping hammer. Got it off. Knocked it right off. That's cut pretty good. It didn't cut very straight, but that's my fault. Have a little bit thicker piece set up right here. Wait, let me turn the machine up just a little bit. All right, here we go. Let's try this. All right, so let's get set up on this piece of sheet metal and get back into it. All right, got my piece of sheet metal set up here. We're going to cut it from here to here. You got this as a guide. As you can see, now maybe it'll focus. It does have a little bit of dross on it. Now, if you want to get one of these machines, just go down there in the description. Check out the description. There'll be a direct link to it to Amazon, and it'll also be in the welding section of my Amazon store. So go check it out there if you want to, or just go directly to it and pick you up one. These machines are not very expensive, and they do get the job done, especially for a DIYer that's not using it every day or all the time. These are great machines. So check out that description and get you one. That's all I got for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.